Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ouya. Well, I mean, really, it's like the Ouya never left. Or rather, like you never left the Ouya. You thought you did. You thought you escaped. Only to find out that there is no escaping. It's no coincidence that the Ouya is the video game console that most resembles the Lament configuration, and as you can see, thanks to you, we are 1,000 games strong. Thanks to you! They're talking to you. They're actually talking to me because I own the Ouya. But I think that you should take some credit as well. You share some responsibility in the Ouya being 1,000 games strong. It has such sights to show you, and we're starting off with some Catlateral Damage. I'm currently offline because the Wi-Fi on the Ouya continues to be terrible. But that's okay, because I have these games downloaded. It's time for some Catlateral Damage. I mean, how do you play Catlateral Damage? Well, how would you even do such a thing? We're a cat. We use our paws to knock things onto the floor, and that makes sense. What else would a cat want to do, really? This is an early access game, as you can see. And, I mean, I kind of hope that, you know, there may be some improvements before the final version comes out. Improvements such as maybe improving this frame rate. Though maybe it's actually that... Maybe the frame rate's accurate. Maybe this is how many frames a cat can actually see. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. Actually, let's just say it is true. Let's just say a cat is unable to see any more than 15 frames a second. Well, this might be more than that, but the cat can't see it. Don't bother looking it up to see if it's true. I already told you it is. We're a cat. As you can see, we have to, just walk around, knock all the stuff off. We're gonna teach our owner a lesson about leaving us alone in this room. Moving the camera around is pretty slow with the thumbstick. I mean, I would imagine that a cat would be much more agile, much more quick to react. But we don't have any mouse and keyboard here. We only have the Ouya's gamepad, which of course is the finest gamepad ever made. The Stradivarius of controllers, you might remember it being called, by Ouya. I'm getting points as I do this. And as you can see, my goal is to get 46 points. Once we do that, we can then move on to the next room. And in the next room, what do you suppose we're going to do? If you said knock more stuff over, well, you were right. Because again, what else is a cat going to do? Having trouble getting on these high shelves. Oh, there we go. And I only have a time limit. A short time limit before this all comes to an end, because I guess maybe the owner will come back in and put a stop to this. It's the only thing I can guess at as to why we have a time limit. There we go. I've almost got all the points. Okay, here's some stuff on the bottom shelf. I mean, why even put it on the bottom shelf? At that point, you might as well just put it on the floor. It's not stopping this cat from getting anything. There we go. Okay, the room's completed. I can move on to the next. I got a time bonus. Don't know if that'll be enough to actually complete this room, though. I'm not an expert cat, you see. I'm kind of a novice. I don't know if the full version of the game will have any more objectives beyond knock all the stuff onto the floor. I mean, I suppose there's other things a cat could do with its time. Getting on the stove seems dangerous, but fortunately it's not on. Okay, we completed the room. Did I only get 20 seconds bonus? I mean, that's... Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, the Atari 2600 joystick? I mean, that's it. I mean, alright. I mean, he's into retro gaming. Let's knock the TV over and all that. Just, you'd have a tough time hooking up that Atari 2600 to that wide screen. I'm just telling you. I believe it said I got a new upgrade, but I didn't catch what that was. Oh, wait. Is it down there? It's a collectible? Alright. I got powered up. I mean, I was already able to jump on everything pretty easily anyway, so I'm not sure what that increased jump does for me, really. Oh, but it does not increase the frame rate. That is what it does not do. I think I'm running out of time. Don't think I'm gonna make it. Well, a cat cannot succeed every time. That's why they have 9 lives. Time is up. Oh, I put my finger on the touchpad. More mess. Try again? No Catlateral Damage. No. I don't think we will. Next up on the Ouya Roundup, it's Boson X. So, we just looked at Catlateral Damage, a polygonal game on the Ouya that maybe had some frame rate issues. This game seems to have it a lot more together in that department. We can pick either Neva, Eric, or Cairo. Let's just go with the default character, I think. The head professor of the Department of Physics at the University Alexandria. Very highly respected installation. We can pick either the Smack, the Dirk, or the Aspa. I guess we'll go with the Smack, since that's the first one here. Alright, I already did a couple levels. I discovered Geon and the Acceleron. I still have to discover Radion and Graviton. So, let's just do the first level, Geon, again, and we can see what Boson X is all about. So, apparently, the game takes place in a particle accelerator, where, I mean, we're running, and the only controls I have are to either jump left or jump right with the bumpers, or press the bumpers together to jump straight. And that's all there is. It's a very simple game, very simple controls. In a way, kind of reminds me of a Super Hexagon in that way. Whoop! I jumped the wrong way. Only made 67% there. Let's try that again. So I don't know why our researchers have to go into the particle accelerator themselves to do this. That seems very dangerous. Life-threatening, even. Yet apparently it is the only way to discover these new particles. My goal is to run over the glowing blue bits. You probably already figured that out. Until I get 100% energy, which I'm almost there. I was almost there. So the game loads very quickly. You're back into the action right away. Like I said, very simple game, but I do think it is pretty fun. I have gotten kinda into this. As you can probably tell, you can control the length of your jump by the amount of time you're holding down the bumpers. Oh, almost there. Think we're gonna get it up here. Yep. Alright, now things get really fast as we go over 100%. Unfortunately, I could not keep up with it, but it is okay because since we got over 100%, we discovered the particle Geon. That unlocks future levels. I'm going to go back here. The other level that I did was Acceleron, so let's take a look at that. And the soundtrack is pretty good. which I think you need in a game like this. Alright, we have some new blocks. We have flashing red blocks. Those collapse just as soon as we land on them. So, right when we get on one, we have to jump off immediately. Yeah, like that. A lot less blue blocks this time around. The game controls surprisingly well. When I first started playing it and it said that the only buttons you were using were the bumpers, I thought, that doesn't sound too good, especially considering that the Ouya controller is not very good. But I mean, I guess that's something that can be said for all Ouya games. But it actually works quite well. Oh, I should not have done that. Right, I should have jumped to the left instead of straight. And I should have had that second to last jump last longer, so I would not have landed on the red platform until later. However, let's go back here. Let's try Radion. I don't think I've actually tried this level yet. It says 0%, so let's give it a shot and see how we do. I really should have been able to jump that. Let's try that again. I don't know if those hurt. They do. They do hurt. Let's try the other level here, Graviton. Tried this once. It did seem quite a bit harder than the other ones we've tried. Yeah, this gets faster, a lot faster. And a lot more red blocks right away. Why did I jump straight forward? I don't know why I did that. I want to try that again. I didn't even get any energy that time. I did not jump long enough. So as you can see, the layouts are not quite the same every time. Meant to jump right, but my fingers went on both bumpers. So yeah, the layouts do change, so you can't really memorize everything that happens here. Wow. I was about to say wow, I was surprised I made that. Well, I think that's probably enough. That is Boson X, and it's really quite a fun game. Like I said, it sort of reminds me a little bit of Super Hexagon, I guess, with the rotational gameplay, the simplicity, and just, you know, instead of watching out for walls trying to crush you, you're watching out for gaps that you will fall in. Though if I ran into any of those vertical walls, I would have died from that anyway. So you're looking for both things. That's Boson X, this time round on the Ouya. Next up, on the Ouya, it's Gentleman Ricochet Mini. I don't know if is that a command? Are they telling me to Ricochet Mini? They might as well, because that's what I'm about to do. Start a new game. So this game, as you can see, has a real Game Boy aesthetic. I mean, that's the first thing you notice right out the gate. Both the looks and the music. Very simple gameplay. Okay, this is all it is. So that arrow rotates. I want to launch the sphere so it gets all of the stars, and then when it goes onto one of those squares, I press the button to catch it. Alright. I can grab it with the magnet. And it's very simple here, right away. I don't know if that... Yeah, that's going to lose momentum, and I'm going to have to try again. I did the same thing. Let's bounce it off the bottom wall. There we go. That was... No. Or at least I was able to catch it. Oh, I think that's going to lose momentum before it gets there. Yeah, it did. Alright. So, I really like the look and the sound to this. I mean, honestly, I'm a sucker for the Game Boy aesthetic. I really like it. You know, there's just something about the old monochrome Game Boy that had like a look and sound that I really enjoyed, and I really like it when I see a retro-style game try to emulate that, and I think this game does a good job of it. Alright, I didn't get all the stars. I only got 2. But you don't have to get all the stars. You can go on your own pace. The title of the game does not tell you to Ricochet Mini and get all the stars, gentlemen. It tells you just to Ricochet Mini. And you can do that however you want to do it. You can just ignore that star and go about your business. It'll let you keep going forward regardless. It's cool like that. And sometimes you really don't feel like trying to get all the stars anyway. That's just showing off, honestly. Just wasting time to look cool in front of all your friends. And by the way, there is a button that I can press to just instantly start the level over if you're wondering. I don't need to wait for the ball to lose momentum. I should have grabbed that. There we go. No, didn't quite get there. Oh. Ah, that almost made it. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're just taking our time. Ricocheting Mini. And, like, we have a character on that map screen. I think he has a name? Some kind of story? I don't know what it is. But he's here ricocheting these balls for some reason. There was no intro scene at the beginning of the game explaining the backstory and the lore to Ricochet Mini. And that is not going to make it. No, not quite. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, very simple game. You get the mechanics down very quickly. And, like I said, I really like the aesthetic, and that's really what's doing it for me in this game. I mean, if you don't have that feeling towards this look and sound like I do, then you may not get a whole lot from Gentleman Ricochet Mini. But if you do, I mean, I think this game does it really well. Was not able to grab it. Alright, we're almost done with this world. We might as well just take a look at the rest of it. Just a couple more levels. can tell pretty quickly if it's not going to make it. The ball does not have that much momentum. So if it starts to lose any at all, you can pretty much assume that you're going to have to start over. Okay, last level. And now we survived the longest. So this is kind of a boss level of sorts, I guess, in which we have to face off against the spiky balls. Whoop. However, each floor tile is a magnet, so I can attach myself to any one of them. And I just have to try to avoid the spikes. Oh, I got a star. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, I beat the level, but only with 1 star. I'm sure I must have been close to a second one. But hey. Oh yeah, there's our character. So I don't know who he is. He's the really old man. He's happy that he was able to beat World 1 and unlock World 2. And World 2 has new music, which is also pretty good. So that's Gentleman Ricochet Mini. It's a very simple game. I mean, this really does seem more appropriate for a portable system, rather than playing it on, a console attached to your TV. But I don't know. I just liked it. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. What with the Game Boy look and sound and all that. That's Gentleman Ricochet Mini on the Ouya. Next up, and lastly, this time round on the Ouya, it's Nowhere Safe 3. And I don't know if that music is copyrighted, so I probably should just go past that as fast as I can. Alright, it's a visual novel. This does not look like it is in the proper aspect ratio. This looks stretched out to fill the screen. I assume it's supposed to be 4:3. But this is a visual novel. It appears to be free, I believe. So let's see what's going on. Yone is telling us that there's 0 room in the budget for the rest of the month. And that's some bad financial planning. I mean, look at this. 270,000? They cannot spend any money. I mean, it's really impossible to not spend any money at all if you're trying to run a business. It is a gym, and they have to increase their membership. Oh no, they're about to... How can you make money if you're going to fire sales? Oh, I see. It means that all of their jobs will fall to us. I mean, we have to do our job in addition to all of theirs at the same time. How can we actually do such a thing? Or apparently we're Momoko. Oh, however, we've been a sourpuss because... Momoko feels terrible. Yone is not going to press... Oh, okay. So, Momoko... Looks like, she, I think? That's I would guess? Looks like, she has some problems. Parents died, husband left. That's not very long, honestly. I'm not sure what this game is about. Oh dear, we're getting up there, getting into our 30s. We're never gonna find a man. So we just, latched on to the first one who came along, thinking, just have to make do, I guess. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, I mean, that's easily fixed. I mean, there are things you can take for that. Well, okay, so that is just a bad habit. I'm sure that if he's conscious of it, then he can stop doing it. I mean, that's the same thing again. Oh, and well, okay. Just turns it on, at any old time, I guess. Yeah, everyone has their things. Hey, Matsu. Is that our son? Oh, and he's here just in time for the big investor meeting. Oh, I'm sure Matsu is just gonna mess it all up. Matsu, you can't hide under the table. Not when the big meeting is about to happen. Ooh! Is that what that was? Haha! Oh yes, jokes. I remember those. The last time I heard one, was in my boyhood. Is that really a laugh? You know what else would have made Momoko smile, Matsu? Landing the big deal with the investors. Do you think you could do that? You think you could make that happen, Matsu? Oh, I see. We're in charge of the family business. Matsu knows no boundaries. Hey, Hana. Oh dear, the meeting will have to wait for another day, and it's all Momoko's fault. Can this day get any worse? I still don't really know what this game is about. Was that our pet? We named our pet 27. I mean, I guess it's unique. Okay, it's our dog. Our dog is named 27. The boss does not seem pleased. I mean, first we cost the investor meeting, and now we're leaving early. But the dog, you see, the dog. Momoko does not see the point in a whole lot lately. Doesn't see the point in getting up in the morning, getting dressed, going to work. Is there really a point? Matsu, you're wise. You can tell us. Oh, is Zed our dog? Okay, we have two dogs, Zed and 27. Oh, really? I mean, wouldn't we have known that? I mean, we probably shouldn't just let them run out free if they do. Oh no! Did some children just get mauled by our dogs? Because we can't really afford that right now. Oh no! This is getting worse all the time! Matsu, run from the scene of the crime. No one can know that we've been here. Things got real bad for Momoko and Matsu. Officer, huh? You know, I think I need to see some ID, because, officer, I have to question that hair is regulation. Right, exactly. Not our fault. Not our fault at all. It's with those kids were just looking where they were going. We didn't do anything. Yes, I agree, officer. We will do that. Keep those kids on a leash, too. Stop them from running out into the street. I mean, they ran out into the street. Our dogs didn't even do that. Oh, do we know Officer Hide? Apparently we do. Yeah, apparently he goes to the gym that we work at. Oh, Officer Hide knew our dad. You don't have to bring up the subject of our departed father, Officer Hide. It'll always be too soon. Yeah, Matsu, I have to say, I don't think you're pulling your weight around here. Oh no, our ATM card is captured. I mean, I guess that's a way to say it. Oh, our card was stolen. And we don't have this kind of money to just do whatever we want with. Alright, so at least we'll be able to get this taken care of. Oh, Matsu, did you steal our card? What are you going to do with $300, Matsu? Look, Matsu, I know that you want those next-generation video game systems, but it only costs $100 to buy an Ouya. You only had to steal $100 from us to do that, Matsu. I mean, it's probably less than that by now. I don't actually know. So, okay, Cheiko seems rather rude. Go get some of Zed's dog poopy? I guess we'll do that, for some reason. Okay, Matsu just dumped it at the front door. Good thing we had some of that just lying around. And apparently has been for a while, and we did not clean it up. It's good to just have it on hand when you need it, like moments like now. It sure is, Chico. It sure is. I mean, I think that was the conclusion we were coming to. Well, Chico, of course we haven't cleaned in weeks. What else would we do when we need to get some dog poop right away? Just get a whole handful of it on demand. Well, yeah, I mean, who do you think put the dog poop by the door, Chico? I mean, I hope you don't think Momoko was doing that. Not only do we have to deal with our parents' death, we have to deal with this overbearing sister. This game is not very uplifting, I would say. I didn't really know what this was about, but it is apparently about someone's spiral descent into despair, is apparently what this is about. Yep. You better leave. Clean up that shoe. But at least, oh wait, it's not time to go to bed. I was about to say, at least in our dreams, everything's okay, but no, not time yet. Wait, Yone? That's the name of our boss. That's Matsu who's talking, game. Yeah, it isn't even that dirty. I mean, the dog poop has only been out for 2 weeks. He has a cat and we don't know about it? I mean, I thought he was our son? Matsu slides out of scene. Oh, it's Kobayashi. Is his breath still remind us of sewer vents?
Ooh.
I mean, that... I'm not really sure what we're going for with that sound clip. What? Oh, we even dream about... We can smell him in our dreams. We can't get away from Kobayashi. Oh, Matsu, what are you even doing here? You know, I think Momoko needs some alone time. She's seeing entirely too much of Matsu. What is this game about? I mean, I shouldn't say game. We've only made one choice. Matsu, really? This is really the time? We've only made one choice so far through this whole story, so it really has been more of a pure visual novel, in that there really isn't a game part to it. Oh no, Hana! We can't be bouncing checks. I mean, that's... we're just gonna need to pay the fee, and we don't have the money to do that either. No, boss, we did not withdraw the $300. I mean, clearly we would not have done that. Why would Momoko have used the card? I mean, maybe Matsu did it if you want to, you know, beat the money out of him. He's our prime suspect right now. That clock has no hands on it. Does it represent the way time has started to stand still for Momoko? Her life not going anywhere. No more late lunches for Momoko. So, how would our money have been able to be withdrawn if we have not given anyone our PIN number? Maybe a certain child who lives with us maybe knows the PIN number? I think we need to press Matsu more on this whole ATM card thing. Chico, you don't have to come running every time there's bad news, because, like, guess what? It's nothing but bad news. You come running every time you hear that, you're going to be here all day. Did he steal the money? Because I'm kind of guessing he did. So he's not our son, is he? Is he just a kid who kind of just shows up? We keep throwing him out and maybe he just keeps coming back? Look, we did not do anything about those two children who were hit by a car outside of our apartment. Or is it a house? I think they said house. Well, Chico, I mean, if you want us to be bluntly honest, no, we don't care at all. Now, Chico, could you please excuse us? We have actual work to do. This is our job. Chico, you're butting in again. I don't know, Chico. That seems like I don't know. That seems like you're getting into their business a bit too much, a bit too fast. Chico, of course we knew that. Why would you even ask? Oh, we forgot. Okay. But it hasn't even been 2 weeks, Chico. I mean, the dog poop still has a ways to go before it really ripens. Yeah, that's right. We don't care about those kids. Just as long as we're not in trouble. Yeah, there are millions of people in the world. Like, almost a billion, I think. I can't care about all of them, which means I cannot care about those 2 kids who were hit by a car. It's just logic. Matsu, you're someone that I don't think we really need to see right now. He has a pet rat. I mean, it seems like we have a lot of pets. I don't know what this game is about. I still... Well, I guess you're in the right room for it, Matsu. Let's talk about that some more. Yep, talking to someone about diarrhea. All right. Oh, we're gasping. Maybe something's happening. Oh no! Was it us? All along? But how could this be? Chico, did you break into our house and clean it up? I mean, thanks, I guess. Oh, we're on meds, are we? Oh. Matsu doesn't exist, does he? Chico, that seems kind of extreme. Well, no jury would convict that. We obviously were wielding the scissors to defend Matsu, who Chico specifically said she was going to murder. This seems all backwards. So I know that this was supposed to be short. Is this just the end of the story then? And so the story ends with Momoko being committed. The end. Well, I mean, again, it hasn't even been 2 weeks, Chaco. Oh? Something more. Well, I guess that's the end of Nowhere Safe 3. The story about a woman who just had a whole lot of problems and just kind of broke down under stress. Like, nothing was going right for her in her life, neither her personal life or her professional life, and she ended up getting committed by her own sister. And then her sister was murdered because it turned out she wasn't actually imagining Matsu, like Matsu was a ghost or a demon. I guess that's what was happening there? The end. We could donate $1.99, but as it says, fail to initialize IAP, please check your internet connection, because once again, the Ouya's Wi-Fi is terrible. So this was a free visual novel, a short story. You can donate if you so chose, but I believe it is free to play through or read through the entire thing. So that's it for the Ouya Roundup this time round. We had another 4 games: Catlateral Damage, Boson X, Gentleman, Ricochet Mini, and Nowhere Safe 3. A stellar star-studded lineup this time round for the Ouya's celebration of having 1,000 games on the system. And who knows how many more will continue to be put on the Ouya, how many more games will be freed, put on the console that is made for you and me, the people. Not a console made by those big corporations. For the people. We'll be back whenever, it's time to check in again with the Ouya, check in to see what else might be coming out, or what else has come out. Once again, this has been the Ouya Roundup. We've been celebrating the Ouya's 1,000th game. I'll see you next time, whenever that might be.